Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Jake from GD Honey Acres here. Now, if you've been watching, I have multiple hive stands that I have built out in the apiary, and we are kind of full on those right now. Our hive stands are all filled up. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a hive stand today. I'm going to show you how I build them. First thing you want to do is you want to take your bottom board here. Yes, you're going to want a piece of your hive. You want a bottom board because you want to know the length of your bottom board so you can build it. You build your hive stand narrower than the bottom board. A bee just came in and looked at me. I have one of my garage doors open, so the bee's buzzing around in here. So we're going to want to measure it, make it a couple inches shorter than the bottom board here. What is our measurement? 22 inches is the bottom board measurement. So I'm going to make my side pieces at 19 inches. I like that number. No, let's go 18 inches. We're going to come in, measure my side pieces at 18 inches. Real simple, my hive stands are. By the way, I'm using a 2x6 total construction of this hive stand, and it's treated lumber. I'm using treated lumber, that way it lasts the elements. All right, so I have my two 18-inch pieces cut. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a middle piece because this hive stand should be able to easily hold 3 colonies. One on each end, one in the middle. I'm looking at it. I might be putting 2 centerpieces in. The cool thing about a hive stand is you can make it, customize it to however you want. So I'm actually going to cut 2 pieces for the center, because what I like to do is I position my hive on top of a support piece here, kind of like this, so I can run a strap over my hive and use this to help hold it down to the stand. So what I'm going to do to know this measurement, let's go. So I'm going to position boards like, let's say it's like this. So this is my end piece right here. I'm going to position like that. So I need to take the measurement of this, multiply it by 2, and take that measurement and subtract that from 18 to get my 2 inside pieces. So this is a 2x board. So that means we're at 1.5 inches. So we need to go to take off 3 inches from the 18 measurement. So that means it's going to be 2 15-inch boards. So I'm going to go ahead and get that cut. All right, so I have my 2 end pieces and 2 center pieces. And this board that's left over, what am I going to do with this? Well, I'm going to measure this, duplicate this one twice, and this will be the feet of my stand to provide support. So what is the measurement? What do we have left over? We have 30 inches. That'll be plenty to screw down and support this hive. So now we duplicate that twice. So I'm going to go 20 inches for height of my legs. That's what I'm looking for here. All right. So I changed my mind because I do not have enough lumber to make 20-inch boards. We are going to make 15-inch boards for my legs and go from there. One thing you could do instead of measuring all the time is you can just use the previous board you cut as like your template. All right, so now I have all 6 of my leg pieces made up. Let's start laying everything out and screwing it together. All right, so I'm using an impact driver. It's my favorite thing, by the way. It's Bauer impact driver. I've done a lot with it, built many decks, and I'm using decking screws for this. All right, so take our outside pieces, set it up. Mind you, if this was not treated lumber and this was regular wood that you're using, you could still do that. I have. All you got to do different is you really need to paint it, at least with a couple coats of very high quality paint. This is 2x material. Once again, it's treated lumber, 2x6, just straight from Home Depot. And we are going to start assembling it. This is going to be one strong stand by the time I am done with everything here. I use T25. These are 3-inch screws. Just kind of, I'm on pretty level concrete here, so I'm not too worried. Now, mind you, this isn't like you're building a house. You don't need it super plumb, super level. Just level enough does the trick. And there's the start of the frame. Now we're going to put our 2 inside pieces in. And do I have a set measurement? I do. Like distancing hives apart from each other, I really don't. I just kind of eyeball it. So basically I'd have one hive there, one hive here, one hive here, one hive there to give it all the support she would ever need. So I went 28 inches from the ends to the center of these boards here. All right, so that is the top of the stand, screwed together, Dunsky. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take all of our legs, plop them in here, and screw them in. I'm going to get working on that. Basically, I'll have one leg there, 2 legs in the center, 2 legs on the end. Pretty simple. So this middle leg, we're going to go center them right at 48 inches. And now the last part is just putting the feet on top of this. So that one's real simple. One there, one here, one over here. Pretty simple. It'll be 4 screws each, not a big deal. And we're just going to kind of, you can measure, you know what, let's measure. 7 3/4 on each side of the feet or the legs. We'll put this thing about center of the foot. Now let's run it home. Voila, we have ourselves the next hive stand that is going to go in GD Honey Acres apiary. This will last a long time. Two main reasons: it's made out of treated lumber and it's 2x6 material, so it's going to last us a long time. Granted, like I said, you could make this out of regular old pine, but you're gonna have to do like 2 to 3 coats of paint on it, and it's not going to last as long as treated wood will. So I recommend treated lumber, 2x6. You could go 2x4. Just remember, 2x6 is that much more structurally sound. And yeah, it will last a long time, and I will be able to put 4 hives on here, 1 on each end, 2 in the middle here, and have plenty of space for 4 more colonies, and hopefully get that one swarm colony out of the tree that went into a nuke, and get them put on here, let that sit for a while, and then transfer them over into a deep. All right, guys, so this is how I make mine. These are 2x6 by 8 foot. I made it out of 5 2x6 by 8s. Made this one stand that should fit 4 colonies on it. All right, hopefully you learned something. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll be happy to answer them. Catch y'all later. Pray for your family. Pray for mine. I love you guys. See y'all later. I'm out. Bye.